Hey there, welcome to Art Sapien. Now, I usually make videos about paintings with interesting stories and meaning behind them, but in this video, I wanted to do something different. Instead of showing great paintings, I wanted to show you 10 really bad paintings with a price tag that will blow your mind. But first, what do I mean by bad? Well, any painting that is made without any effort is usually bad, according to me. Just have a look at the paintings and let me know in the comments section whether these paintings are bad or not. And here's something interesting. The combined price of these 10 paintings is more than the GDP of 26 countries in the world. So if you can get all the 10 paintings somehow, you can buy any of these 26 countries. At number 10, we have Orange, Red and Yellow by Mark Rothko. Alright, if I told you to guess what the painting looks like just based on the name of the painting, what would your guess be? Here are your options. An expressive painting that uses colors as metaphors to show the state of human mind. A painting that depicts the suffering of the soul in this world. A scene of a beautiful sunset with red, orange and yellow colors. Or an enchanting fire that depicts the deeper desires of humans. Well, the answer is none of it. This is the painting. And the painting is exactly what the title says. Now you'd be thinking, what's the difference between this painting and any canvas with these three colors? Well, even we don't know that. Oh, by the way, this painting was sold for over $110 million. At number 9, we have False Start by Jasper Johns. False Start should be called False Art. I know. If you thought this joke was bad, let me show you something worse. This painting looks more like a stock wallpaper you'd see on a smartphone from 2014. Now I tried so much to find any meaning behind this, but it's just an abstract mess of colors. Honestly, it doesn't even look that good. This is not the worst painting by Jasper Johns. That comes later. False Start was sold for $116 million. At number 8, we have Anna's Light by Barnett Newman. When I read the name of the painting, I was intrigued. Surely Anna's light must have either Anna or her light. Well, here's the painting. Now if you're thinking the painting did not load, that is not the case. I assure you that I did not put a red rectangle on the screen either. Although if I did, you won't be able to tell the difference. You're not just looking at any red canvas, but at a $132 million painting. By the way, I found this article on New York Times about this painting, and here's a quote from the article that made me giggle. Anna's light presents a vibrant red-orange expanse, flanked by white zips of curiously uneven width. That's just saying it's a red canvas while flexing your vocabulary. At number 7, we have Flag by Jasper Johns. Mr. Johns is back again. Now, what happens when you make a painting of the American flag, add some grunge effect to it and call it a day? Well, nothing much. But if the person is Jasper Johns, then the painting gets sold for $150 million US. $150 million. That is one expensive painting of a flag. At number 6, we have Short Sage by Andy Warhol. Granted that this painting is the most painting-like painting in this list, that still does not justify the $195 million price tag. It was sold in 2022, making it the most expensive 20th century artwork ever to sell at an auction. It took over this painting by Pablo Picasso. And to be honest, what is Pablo even doing? Making paintings in a distinct style that has become iconic, or a beautiful color palette and complex structure that gives this painting depth? He should have painted Marilyn Monroe with a filter on. Now that's real art. At number 5, we have Woman 3 by Willem de Kooning. Willem de Kooning is an interesting artist. I'm using the word artist very liberally here. His paintings are mostly in the abstract genre, but I found them to be too abstract, even for the abstract genres. This is Woman 3, a painting that looks more like a rough sketch a 5-year-old would make. Even that sketch by the 5-year-old would be better than this. Now this painting was sold for almost $200 million, and that is not the scary part. The scary part is that he made 6 paintings in this woman series, each one getting more and more abstract. I did some research and found out that the artist made these paintings to express his inner emotions. Surely if the painting helped the artist express his emotions, that's wonderful. But that still does not make this painting worth $200 million or a good-looking painting. De Kooning said that he was inspired by Pablo Picasso, but here's the difference. Picasso had a very captivating and distinct style, where his paintings looked like, well, paintings. De Kooning's artworks look like rough sketches. I mean, take a look at something I made using Photoshop in like 5 minutes. What's the difference between the two, right? Would you call this a painting? Well, I'm just kidding. This is not something I made. It is one of De Kooning's paintings. Number 4 is, well, number 5 by Jackson Pollock. How can I make a video about overrated and expensive paintings and not include Jackson Pollock? Here's number 5, and I know what you're thinking. It's just colors spilled on a canvas, right? Yeah, that's it. Credit where credit's due. Pollock was the first to introduce action painting, where he used spilling and dripping paint to color the canvas. But that does not mean the paintings were good. Especially this one. And the price? This painting was sold for $203 million US. That's $203 million US more than what this painting deserves. At number 3, we have Violet, Green and Red by Mark Rothko. We have another painting by Mark Rothko, and this one is different. Well, the colors are different. Like before, the painting is exactly what the name says. Just like the previous painting in this list, this one is also a combination of 3 colors. But unlike the previous painting, this one is much more expensive. It sold for $230 million. And we have reached the top 2, with the second place taken by number 17A by Jackson Pollock. Mr. Pollock is back again with another painting that looks exactly like the previous one, but with different colors. This painting sold for almost $250 million. What annoys me is that not only the paintings lack creativity, but even the titles are just numbers like products in a catalog. Just to make things worse, this canvas of splattered paint is more expensive than this beautiful painting by Gustav Klimt. And finally, we are at number 1. So who takes the cake? Is it Mark Rothko? Is it Jackson Pollock? Who could it be? It's Willem de Kooning with his painting Interchange. Now, Interchange is the most expensive painting in this list. But not just that. At $370 million, this painting is the second most expensive painting in the world. I don't even know what this painting is about. Now, here's something shocking. It is second to Salvator Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci. So you have Da Vinci in the first place, and then this painting. It's like the first spot is a Michelin star gourmet restaurant, and the second one is Arby's. Also, except for Salvator Mundi, this painting is the most expensive painting, which means that this painting is more expensive than all the paintings you've ever seen. It is over 3 times more expensive than this painting by Van Gogh. Let that sink in. I'm aware that these paintings cannot be judged based on the price tag. I also know that these auctions are less about art and more about business. But that was not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show that how these simple and very basic paintings can take the spotlight away from actually beautiful and meaningful paintings. And now, let me know in the comment section if you agree that these paintings were really bad, and which one among these paintings was the worst according to you. If you liked the video, do give it a like and consider subscribing. Thank you and have a nice day.